Are you serious?
Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Kill an Hour with Marcus Bronzy and friends. Marcus Bronzy.
Friend.
With the one and only Sean, man. You know how it is. You know what we do. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what we do. Sean and I, we find a little bit of chaos on the internet. We tell each other some jokes. Sometimes we play games. We talk about how we kill little bits of time. But you know what we also do, Sean? We also shout out our lovely, lovely audience who listens to us. So I've got a couple of shout outs here before we kick off the show. Hello to Bernie, who said, "Hey guys, I just want to send a heartfelt thank you for what you do with all the negative and toxic stuff online shoved down our throats. I just love the jokes and what you do. Thank you. I love it."
Oh, thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, there you go. And I don't know why I feel like that rage came out like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, all of that!
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Shing. Also, shout out to man like Shingman, who sent us in a few jokes previously. Shingman, right? Bumped into him. And he said he's a big fan of what we do, Sean. And guess what? His son has got one of the most amazing names ever.
Shingman Jr.
Do you want to guess what his son's name is? It's Sean. It is one of the best names.
Is his actual name Shingman?
His name is Shingman.
Shingman. Whereabouts is Shingman from?
I didn't ask. If you were going to make a guess from his name, Sean, I would believe you'd be in the right area.
Okay.
A man who's educated like this. Are you going to make a guess? You'd be like, Harsden.
I was thinking NW9 to be honest, but yeah.
Well, I did bump into him in Northwest London though. Still,
Okay.
yeah.
Is he of the Southeast Asian persuasion?
Yes, yeah.
Is his son's name Young One?
Well, he did actually say Shing isn't too far off Sean, which it isn't. And his son's name, the greatest name ever, is Marcus. So shout out to Marcus, my guy. You've been blessed with a great name. Don't mess it up.
Poor guy.
Just in case he listens to this, I was going to say, don't mess up the name, bruv. Man's got legacy there, yeah?
That's an interesting name for a
Father to a murdered son. Sorry.
Southeast Asian.
Well, living over here, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I just
No need to crash my name like that, by the way. I think it's fantastic.
I just know a lot of Southeast Asians don't know any called Marcus.
Do you know what? That's what makes it even more unique. We need more Southeast Asian Marcuses. Thank you very much. Let's have some more.
I think we just
have
need
some now.
I just think we just need less Marcuses in general. I don't care where they're from. No, I'm kidding. Big up your son, Shingman.
Big up Shing, man, once again, man. Man like Shing. Well, anyway, I think it's our time for our jokes of the week. Now, this is where Sean and I share some jokes that we have put together. And if you want to get involved, jokes@howtokillanow.com. Super simple. Sean, I know we're short on time, so let's get straight into it. A man went to the doctors to get a double dose of Viagra. Have we done this joke before? If we have, we can just move on to another one.
No, go for it.
You sure about this one?
Yeah.
A man goes to the doctor. You sure? Okay.
Double dose, let's go.
A man goes to the doctor to get a double dose of Viagra. The doctor said, "I can't really allow that." And the guy goes, "Why not?" The doctor said, "Because it's not safe." The man said, "But I need it really, really bad." "Why do you need it so badly?" says the doctor. The man says, "Well, my girlfriend's coming to town on Friday. My ex-wife will be here on Saturday. And my wife is coming home on Sunday. Can't you see? I need a double dose." The doctor finally relented, saying, "Okay, you moron, I'll give it to you. But you just have to come in on Monday morning so that I can check that there aren't any side effects." On the Monday, the man dragged himself in with his arm in a sling. The doctor said, "What on earth happened to you?" The man said, "No one showed up."
You know what? Yeah, as you were saying it, we did this one, but we did this one early. We did this one like a couple of years back. So much so that I didn't remember the punchline. It was brilliant.
There you go.
I enjoyed that.
I didn't fuck up the punchline then.
He did not. That was the biggest surprise.
To be fair, bro.
We're keeping a doctor vibe, right?
All right.
I said to the doctor, "I've got a problem with my ear." He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I'm definite." Come on! Wonderful.
All right. A father and a daughter are riding through the desert on a camel carrying jewels. Suddenly they see robbers coming towards them. The father is afraid that they'll take the jewels and the camel, but the daughter says, "Dad, let me hide these jewels where only a woman can hide them." She hid the jewels and the robbers took the camel and left. Shortly afterwards, the father's walking along with a really sad face. And his daughter goes, Dad, why are you so sad? We saved the jewels, didn't we? Father, oh, my dear daughter, you're right. But if your mother were here, we could have saved the camel too.
Wow.
We've got enough ammunition on this show to end marriages, you know.
Oh.
Either way. Man or woman, we've got ammunition for you. Oh man.
I'm going to do one that's similar to that, right? Right. That's you know when you read the first part of a joke and you're like, this is really unnecessary for this.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be like, it's so good, I'm laughing before I even told it. I love jokes like that.
Maria is a Catholic. She gets married and has 12 children.
Jesus.
Then her husband passes. She remarries shortly after and has another 15 children by her next husband. He then passes away. A while later, she passes away. At the funeral, the priest looks skyward and says, at least they're finally together. A guy sitting in the front row asks, excuse me, Father, but do you mean her first husband or her second husband? The priest replied, no, I meant her legs. Oh, savage. That is...
I mean, that's football team material though, isn't it? Amazing.
Subs and all.
Subs as well. Jeez. Got the squad. Two married ladies went... This is a... Bruv, by the way, this is a classic, but I just had to do it again.
Okay.
Two married ladies went for a girls' night out. As they were walking home through the dark, they cut through a graveyard for a quick pee. The first lady peed and decided to wipe herself with her own cheap knickers that she was wearing because she could just throw them away. The second lady peed behind a gravestone, but she was wearing very expensive knickers and wanted to keep them. So she felt around the gravestone to see if there was anything she could find to wipe herself with. She came across a silky ribbon and decided to wipe herself with it. The next day, the two husbands called each other up. The first said, listen, this girly night out thing needs to stop. My wife came home with no knickers on. The second one replied, that's nothing. My wife came home with writing on her upper thighs that said, thank you from the whole fire brigade.
I have to caveat this one. This is just a shocker.
Okay. All right, production. Be on the buttons to cut this out.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay.
I told you.
If we could just replace that whole joke with a long
head.
Oh my God.
It's nothing wrong with a bit of a joke.
Can we put Sean, it's a bit deadly. Those jokes there, isn't it? Maybe we could put that on a pile for our too hot for TV.
After dark.
After dark. Or save it for our last ever episode, isn't it? Because it will be. Right. A woman and baby were in the doctor's examining room. The doctor arrived, examined the baby and checked his weight. Seeming a little concerned, he said, this baby's a little bit light. Is it breastfed or bottle fed? Breastfed, the woman replied. Can I examine you, said the doctor. Sure, said the lady. Okay, please strip down to your waist. The lady did so. He pinched her nipples and then pressed and kneaded and rubbed both breasts for a while in a detailed examination. Motioning her to get dressed, he said, no wonder the baby's underweight. I don't think you have any milk. I know, said the woman, but I'm glad I came now. I'm his grandma. Big up grandma.
Oh, just
getting her cheap little frills.
Yeah.
She's like, big up the NHS.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one. Not like this one. All right.
Yeah.
Me. Squirting isn't real, right? It's like just urine. Them. I meant any questions about the job.
Right, I've got one for you to return to that. Once I farted so long that I was surprised that my butt didn't have to stop and catch its own breath. Interviewer, and a weakness.
Oh, Colin, I was right in the same ballpark.
Yeah, I just had to draw that.
Oh, dear.
That could have been an interview on that last one, didn't it? Squirt. I mean, yeah, well, sorry. But that, sorry, we could put that into a new, what's it called? Bunch of them. If you've got any more, send them to us. That's it.
An interview.
Medley of interview jokes. Yeah.
We still need to revisit the other one. I can't remember what it was now, but there was another one we were going to revisit. It wasn't the funeral one. Do you remember there was another one?
There was another one which was the Lees.
back?
There was the Lees, and then there was the mind blowing facts.
No, there was one in which it was similar in the same in the same sense.
Funeral one.
It was like the funeral one, but it was a couple of weeks ago, and it was single words. I'm gonna have to rewatch. I'm gonna have to look.
A word to describe yourself in an interview. That's what it was.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Have you had any replies back on those?
I think you had a couple. Yeah, I need to go through them. Yeah.
I might have to have a think and bring some more of those to the table. Right.
All right, go on.
A man enters a confession booth. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Go on, my child, you may confess, replied the priest. Every day for the last 6 days, I've been sleeping with women who are not my wife. I see. And this brings you guilt? No. I mean, yes, Father. They are very hot. And you find them more attractive than your wife? Of course not. My wife is also smoking hot. But I digress, Father. How may I be forgiven? Squeeze 10 lemons or limes and drink the whole juice. Right away, Father, I'll do that. And will that absolve my sins? No, it shan't. But it will hopefully wipe that stupid grin off your face.
Oh. I picked up a girl at a bar the other day. She took me back to her house and things got hot and heavy very quickly. We were on all fours when suddenly we heard the front door open. Oh, shit! It's my boyfriend, she exclaimed. Quick, use the back door. Now, it's about this time I probably should have left, but you don't get an offer like that every day.
Oh, it's a great one. I love it.
I thought, when I read it, I was like, I hope your legs.
Oh, there's a couple of good remixes of that one, isn't it? I think the other one was, sounds great, but it's probably really not the time.
Yeah, it's really not appropriate, is it?
I can't remember if I did this one. Right. Tell me if I have. I refused to believe that the physiotherapist could improve my posture. But after a few appointments, I stand corrected.
Oh, that's money getting slapped. Right. I looked down and saw £50 on the floor and I thought, what would Jesus do? So I went to the liquor store and turned that bad boy into wine.
Nah, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it there.
Really? I think, well, you might have to owe us one for the one that got cut away.
Right. It's like, okay, all right.
For the
Just do that one again.
just do another variation of it.
It's going to go, beep, beep, beep. Right. Her mother was walking down the hall when she heard a humming sound coming from her daughter's bedroom. When she opened the door, she found her daughter naked on the bed with a vibrator. What are you doing? The mother exclaimed. The daughter replied, I'm 35 and I'm still living at home with my parents and this is the closest I'll ever get to a husband. Later that week, the father was in the kitchen and heard the same humming sound coming from the basement. When he went downstairs, he found his daughter naked on the sofa with a vibrator. What are you doing? He exclaimed. The daughter replied, I'm 35 and I'm still living at home with my parents and this is the closest I'll ever get to a husband. A couple of days later, the mother heard the humming sound again, this time in the living room. In there, she found her husband watching the Super Bowl on television with the vibrator buzzing away beside him. What are you doing, honey? She exclaimed. I was watching the game with my son-in-law. It wasn't a great one. So dumb.
Right, this is the one that's probably of the same tone of stupidness, right? Stupidness activated. Like I need to do it. This is how I wake up. A simple cowboy is on his way to get some supplies, but before he heads back home, he goes to the pub for a beer. He gets his drink and sits at a table by himself. A young lady comes and sits with him and says, "Nice hat. Are you a cowboy?" "Yep," he replies. "Well, I suppose I am because I fix fences, clean paddocks, look after the cows and the calves, chop wood, ride horses, and look after feeding all of the stock." It's all I think about. And of course, I also think about women too, he says, as he winks flirtily at the lady. The lady says, wow, that's a lot of work. But just so you know, I'm a lesbian. The cowboy goes, I'm a simple man. Can you explain what that is to me? The lady goes, to put it simply, it's kind of like how you think about work. But when it comes to people I like, I think about women, like all of the time. Like when I'm sleeping, like when I'm working, like when I'm in the shower, like when I'm walking around the shops. All of the time, I think about women. Just then, another bloke walks past and says, nice hat, are you a cowboy? To the cowboy. And the cowboy replies, well, I used to think I was, but this lady's just convinced me that I'm also a lesbian. It's so dumb. Yep. This fine lady. I should have done an accent in it. But yes, it's a pants joke.
That's the, excuse me, I'm into women.
Yeah. Me too. Yo. What a coinky dink.
We got so much in common.
Yeah. There you go. Those are our jokes
of the week.
Very refrain today with the button pressing. Have you had like some sort of character reset moment during the week or something?
I don't know why you mentioned that because
you're right.
Because I didn't think about it.
What? But that's
of the week.
The fact that you didn't think about it is already wild.
I know. What's happened?
It's always at the forefront.
I don't know what's happened, Sean.
I don't know. Maybe
sorry about that, mate. Right. But yeah, if you want to send your jokes in, send them to jokes@howtokillanhour.com. We have got on the way a part 3 of mind-blowing things / weird questions we need to be asking ourselves. So if you want to send those in, of course do. And also your one-word interview answers. Please fire those over to us. But Sean, because we are pushed to time, let's get into something that we haven't got into for a little while, and that is our Kill a Bit, bro.
Oh,
Kill a Bit. How have you been killing time? I've got loads of things to fire your way.
You kick off.
Okay. So, quick update on The Night Agent. I am now 4 episodes in. Right, loved it. Loving it.
Okay.
Still enjoying it.
Okay.
Still enjoyed it. It has now heated up a bit. You're right. It is a relatively slow start, but it is. In short, this is why I like talking to you about stuff like this. If you want nice, straight down the line kind of action and obviously action now, you can't just have a regular security guard or cop. You got to be like someone who's in the White House, innit? That's where we're at. White House action, couple explosions, a couple of good fight scenes, a little bit of slapstick.
A little bit.
The episode where he goes, "It's safe. Come with me." A little bit of that, a little bit of fun in it, and it's starting to get we're starting to get flashbacks and stuff. So we're finding out how he got into the position he was in, how he may have. I'm still at a place where I don't know if the situation he's in is an accident and he just happened to be the guy that stepped up, or he was placed there because he's that guy. It looks like you're being very careful not to make spoilers.
I'm purposely being coy because I wouldn't want to spoil it for you.
Coy little thing. Look at you. Look at you being all coy. In the corner. He's a bit coy, that Sean. You know.
Well, there's I think the way I will say this.
Yeah.
Sometimes it frustrates me in series and films where the timeline jumps around too much and it becomes a little bit difficult. It could be just me being a bit slow. But I think they integrate in Night Agent. They integrate, or they manage to kind of do the flashbacks, and fairly well. You've got a long way to go.
Have I? And also, it's shown on my Netflix because I'm season 1 still. 3rd season has been confirmed. It's on the way.
Yes.
So I don't know when that. I don't know. Actually, go on. Let's find out when that drops, shall we?
I think it's later on. It's later on this year. I think it's.
Yeah.
No, you double check. I'll
double check it now. I'm just using
I'm excited. Oh, what I will do is I'll tell you about Michael a bit, only because I just really want to. I watched an old film.
It just said 2026, by the way.
2020. That's what I said. Next year. That's what I said. Got it wrong. 2026. Oh, that's long. That's long. I rewatched an old film from 2006 yesterday, which I didn't realise was from 2006. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. I just thought I had to mention it because it is in my top 10 films of all time.
Have we mentioned it on the pod ever?
Probably. I don't know.
You have such a varied range of film likes. I can't even think about guessing it.
Jimon Hansu. Is that how you pronounce his name? Jimon Hansu?
Jimon Hansu.
And Leo DiCaprio.
2006. Oh, this is going to be one of those films where it feels like it was 2 years ago or 5 years ago, and it's a really long time ago. Is it a Nolan film? One of the Nolans has directed it.
Oh, I don't think so.
Sean, I'm at a loss, man. You got to just fire at me. Go on.
Blood Diamond.
Oh shit!
Can I just put it out there, right? If you have not seen Blood Diamond, please just fucking go and watch it.
I can't believe
it's harrowing to a degree, but it is such an amazing film. Wait.
It's definitely a film. You know, I've seen it. It's definitely a film that you should watch if you're in if you want a light-hearted kind of comedy, like would you say giggle fest of sorts?
Yeah,
you wanted something that is just like, I'd say, a family film, all ages. You'd want to have there if you want to have. Anyone from, I'd say, 9 months up, they'd watch it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You're traumatizing kids.
Harrowing film, but
oh my God.
I don't think it would be okay. I haven't watched 12 Years a Slave, but I'm going to say that will probably be more harrowing. Maybe, I don't know if you've seen both.
I have seen both. It's hard to compare. I'd say both of those films. If you're put it like this: if you're in the mood for a little Disney pick me up, probably don't go for this kind of film. You got to be feeling a bit. You got to have some resolve that day. You got to have had your mental Weetabix. Is what I'd say.
Putting it, I like that. But I will say this: it is worth. It's worth. If there are some uncomfortable bits in it, because that's what good films, or some good films do. Especially as you can't have a film about like a harrowing event and make it like super lighthearted. You can, but it's kind of doesn't really work. If you're trying to do something serious. Man, I've absolutely loved that film so much. And you know what it was? I haven't seen it for like 10 years. I've seen it many times before. I haven't seen it for 10 years. And rewatched it again, and it's still magic. And
did you feel like you forgot enough of it so that, you know, we were speaking about that last week, when you haven't seen something for 10 years, you can kind of...
Okay, unfortunately, this film sticks in my head so much that I still remember like pretty much the whole film. It's a weird one, because most other films I'm not like that, but it sticks with me. It has such an impact on me that I still remember lines from it. When he meets up with his mate and punches him in the stomach. Still breaking my TV, bro.
Oh, that's where you get that move from.
he goes, can I get a light? And the guy goes again. He goes, that's for breaking my TV, bro. The worst South African accent, sorry.
So there you go. Sorry. Well, Sean, I've got on the flip side, I've got some action, but I would say it's trivial. So as well as The Night Agent, the reason I'm only a couple of episodes in, sorry, was there anything more you want to add? But I've also been watching it's a dude you might have heard this little dude. You might have heard this dude, Tom Hardy, right? He's got quite a few new things at the moment.
Don't tell me it's the Mob one.
So the Mob one I've not watched yet, so that is on my list.
With what's his name, Pierce Brosnan, and who's the female leading it? Helen Mirren. Right?
Helen Mirren is. Helen Mirren. Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
So that's on the cards. So no, I actually watched his new Netflix film, Havoc. I'll give you the blurb.
Okay.
After a drug deal gone wrong, a bruised detective must fight his way through the criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son, unraveling a deep web of corruption and conspiracy that ensnares his entire city. Now, Sean.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing later on this evening.
Sean, yes.
I was going to be perusing that. That sounds perfect.
Now, is this going to be his breakout role that he's going to get an Oscar for?
I should hope so.
No. Is this what people are going to say? This is what shows Hardy's range? No. Is this a kick-ass film with a nice slice of action in it, some quite tasty fight scenes, and some nice little explosions here and there? Yes,
please say yes. Please say yes.
Is, yes. Sean, you know what? Yeah, it's one of those. It's an action film.
No.
Yeah. It's an action film. He's playing the Tom Hardy that you know, when he's got the American accent. He's very frowny. It looks very gritty. He looks like he could have had a drug problem. He's playing that kind of Eddie Brock character from Venom, innit? Could be a bit smelly. Yeah, you know when he's a bit like, and a bit like that. Cool. But you know what, bro?
One of them detectives who has no. It's like,
you know, a detective that doesn't wear a suit. He's
horses.
Yes, like an American version. He'd be great in Slow Horses, wouldn't he? Tom Hardy. If they got him in there. He's, you know, the American cop, that wears like a baseball jacket and a hoodie instead of wearing a suit, and like wears their badge around like on a chain on their neck. They basically, you know, the one that can roll through the hood and punch up a couple guys, but everyone knows they're a cop.
In his car.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even know if this happened in the film or not, but you could see him waking up just finishing off a bottle of whiskey and throwing it into the back of his car, and someone goes, "You stink like shit," you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but Sean, like, put it on, put it on, have your dinner, enjoy it. It's when people put on films like that and get upset because there's like lack of depth of plot and stuff. I'm like,
no time for those people,
bruv.
It's called Havoc.
Yeah,
and like, do you know the I remember watching Alien versus Predator before, and to be honest with you, it was like two shadows fighting. I couldn't see anything. To be totally honest.
Shouldn't have bought a pirate,
but it was the. I thought you would have gone straight for the music.
Sorry,
piracy.
That's too late. I can't do it now.
You thought about it.
Yeah. Sorry, we need a pirate story as well, by the way, at some point in the future, so we can play that music for our pirates. Because it's like they only had shanties back in the day, but
you did. I lost my train of thought now. What was I talking about?
You were saying that you're watching AVP, Alien versus Predator,
and then a couple of weeks later, I can't remember what it was in. I saw a review in, I think it was in like probably at this point it was still like the Metro or something. Yeah. And I was thinking, who the hell is this person writing this critique? They were coming at it like it was, you know, it was going to win an Oscar for like, you know, the plot or, you know, the depth of characters. Yeah. Or I'm like, fam, it's, you know, like it's like Freddy versus Jason or something. They're like, yes, you know, you got to understand what you're going to see. If you come at it from a completely, I think you should just like, someone should read your stuff and just like be like, no, I'm not printing that.
Yeah. You know what it is? Some people that are in journos, and I mean, technically we're being journos right now, but other journos
super wanky.
Be wanky. That's it, Sean. They're just wanky. Like, and I'm like, yo, unbutton your fucking top button and just chill out and take it for what it is, a bit of entertainment. And I'll tell you one thing that I'm not like that with, but I'm learning to be like that with games. I'm learning to understand certain games that I thought weren't for me. I weren't in the right gear for them, bruv.
Interesting.
I'm learning.
You being self-aware.
Speaking of Gears, sidetrack. Gears of War's coming to PS5. Remastered. Who would have thunk it? Gears of War on PS5. Yeah.
It's not really exciting to me, man.
Yeah, you ain't got a PS5 or whatever, man. But yeah, anyway.
No, not because of that. It's just I've been playing them for like 3 decades, isn't it?
Oh, but a remaster though? You're not excited for a remaster?
Is it a remaster of which Halo?
On PS5, I think we're going to get Gears of War.
Which one? Sorry, not Halo.
I don't know. I just saw a quick article saying, I think that, all right, let me find out now. Let's find out.
I'll put it out there. Gears of War 1. Probably the best online game ever.
Wow.
It was the one that started it all. And yeah, 4-on-4 Gears of War 1 was... Yeah. There's levels to this, and it was just, it was the one. And prior to that, when we're talking about not online, why your eyes gone so wide?
On the 26th of August, a modernised version of the original Gears of War will launch for PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
The original was great. The original was amazing.
Gears of War Reloaded as well. So that's what they're going to do.
Wait, which one was...
So that's what I think. That's what they're going to call it.
Right, okay.
So it's a modernised version of the original Gears of War. That's your favourite one. That's getting redone now.
I mean, the online. I'm not going to go and play it online, but I'll run through the story again. Sure, like great.
Didn't you just say you love the online? The best
I did, but I was 15 and it was a very different time in my life. Maybe jump on it for a hot second just for some nostalgia.
I thought you said you liked it. Yeah, no, but come on, I was 15, didn't it? Yeah, cool.
I love the fact that you can just the Gears of War. You can do the whole campaign with someone. Yeah,
amazing. I love that. I'm well into that. 4K, 60 frames per second, 120 frames in multiplayer, and
as long as they just all I want to hear
0 loading screens during campaign.
Oh, okay, that's pretty. There's just some great one-liners as well in Gears of War.
I hope they keep it in there.
Train or something.
That wasn't even what I was going to get at, Sean, but yeah, that's coming out as well. I've also been playing, to add a bit of levity or a bit of balance, I've been playing a game called What's the Clash? It's on mobile devices, currently on Apple Arcade. I don't know if it's on Android. I need to find out.
Is it like Clash of Clans and whatnot? No.
It is a multiplayer game where you play against other people online or locally with your friends.
Yeah.
And They are the guys behind What the Golf and What the Car. Now, What the Golf was like a wacky golf game. So, like, What the Golf, an example of it is you think you're going to play a normal golf game. Your first level is you have to use a ball to hit the golf club into a hole. And it just gets wackier and wackier from there, yeah?
Right, okay.
This is like a game where if we play, it's really interesting. If we start a game, me versus you, firstly, we have to choose what game we're going to play. So you might pick an archery game or I might pick a racing game. It will pick one of those. And then we have cards that we collect as we play the game. And those cards are they're modifiers for the game. So we'll be playing archery. I'll put a modifier in called like food. And you might put a modifier in called like water. This is how random they are. And then it will make a combination of that game. Give it a punny name, and then you play it. So I think there are 500 combinations of games you can play against each other, which kind of takes away that I'm really skilled at it. And if you can play against random people and have like a lucky game.
So it's a bit like again, but it's a bit like maybe like Minecraft in the sense of you can actually create. In Minecraft, you can do that, right? You can kind of create your own random game. So I hear. I've never done it, but
the more you play, the more that because your avatar's a hand, and the more you play with your hand, the more it grows in age. So so my hand is now 14 years old. Okay. It's about to start doing some adult things. Why is it so? Anyway, but as you grow, you get more and more cards. You get access to more games and stuff like that as well. But it's cool. It's so random. Yeah, I'll see if you can get it on Android. I think it might just be on Apple Arcade at the moment. But it's so random. But so much flipping fun because it's like a silly game. You only really need like one finger to control everything. It's like release the jump or press the jump and stuff, and it's just stupid. But the fact that there's 500 like different games, every time you play,
something different.
You don't know what you're gonna like. You're gonna play some random stuff, and like the modifiers are like so random. Like so, you could be playing table tennis and get a modifier called long, and and now your table tennis paddle is on the end of a stick, and then you might have a modifier that says like wind, and there'll be two fans on the table, so you'll try and hit the ball one direction, and it'll start flying all over the place. So it's just absolutely stupid, man.
All
there
right.
you go.
I like the randomness,
bro. Honestly, so much fun. But look, we've spoken about some high end games. We've spoken about some mobile games. Now, Sean, I'd like to do something that we've never done before in this show. And that is, Sean.
What is it?
What I'd like to do. What I'd like to do, Sean, is, and this is one of my favourite. Have you ever played you've played quite high-end Sims, haven't you? Like racing Sims and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sean, I'd like to introduce you to Rock, Paper, Scissor Sim. So this is the game. So we get to choose how many rocks, paper, and scissor. And Sean, we're going to try and guess which wins. Bro, honestly, this has been a great way to pass my time. Oh, we got sound.
It's got bass.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to put 100. Should we put 100 of each up, Sean? Or whatever?
So it plays out. Okay, it plays out the game and you have to try and guess which one wins overall.
Yeah. That's around even.
And I make the rock win.
Make the rock high?
Yeah, 110.
You want it at 110, yeah? There you go. Around that. There you go, 111, yeah?
Nah, it's not 110, but it's cool.
All right. There you go, 110. All right. We've got 105 for scissors. 105.6, right? That'd be mental. All right. Just pick up the speed a little bit. Do you want them to chase each other? So so they'll actively try and home in on each other.
I don't know what that means.
So like instead of just bouncing around randomly, they'll try and like a scissor will try and get paper.
Right.
Paper will try and get a rock.
Yeah.
All right, Sean.
All right, sure.
I'm not a gambling man. But what do we think is going to win here?
Why is the music playing and then there's the X on the audio button?
Because you press it to turn it off. And that was on.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Right,
It's
Sean.
usually the other way around.
Who do you think's going to win?
Well, I've put my my rocks in one basket.
I'm going to go scissors then.
Okay.
Oh, ads. Nice ads music, actually. Right, let's go. Ready to go.
What?
Oh, come on, ads.
What am I watching?
I don't even know what I'm being advertised to you about. I don't want to see ads. This isn't very professional. All right, ready to go?
It says go again.
No, we didn't miss it. What's happened? Oh no, this is glitched. Oh, I'm not very happy now. Oh, we have to guess what wins. Oh, you were going to say stone. There you go.
Right. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's a bit too fast, isn't it? Rocks won. Okay. All right.
Wait. Why did it say wrong?
I don't know.
We picked rocks, and it went. We were like, we think rocks will win, and it went rocks won. You're wrong. What? Fucking what?
Maybe we pick.
It's like the bloody mute button. This is backwards.
Let's pick rocks again and see what happens. There we go.
Oh, the papers.
Papers looks like it's on the inside. Oh, right, there's only one rock left. There's only. Oh, rocks are making a comeback. Oh, the rocks! It's back. We guessed
Wrong guess. What? What the fuck is going on?
Right.
What are you supposed to guess?
I don't know. The one that loses? Doesn't even make sense, does it? Yeah. Doesn't make sense, does it?
This game.
Doesn't make sense at all. We can choose whatever we want. Right. I reckon it's going a bit fast. Right, Sean. So, I reckon do you reckon we could get?
Oh, so what? This is not. So this is how many?
This is how many of each there are. So yeah,
we should put them in. Yeah.
Should we have slightly less, maybe?
I think I put like 400 rocks and like one of the other one, and I get excited. the rocks win, and I'm like, yeah.
Right. Okay, Sean. So, because this doesn't make great podcasting, I think, Sean, the only way we can prove our real broadcasting skills is if we narrate this like it's an actual sports game, talk sports style. That's why I did all of this. Okay. All right, cool, Sean. So we're going to have cut a lot of this out of this show because there are a lot of settings Sean and I need to get around. Without further ado.
Are we clicking on rock again?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think, can you be the lead commentator on this? But can we, should we do a little pre-game chat on this?
Right, so we've got 80 rocks, 80 papers, and 80 scissors.
Which one's going to win? I mean, I've heard promising things about scissors today. Apparently, they've sharpened themselves up before the game. They've added extra oil to their hinges, but there have been a couple of injuries from the left-handed ones only. So we're going with a strong ambidextrous handed scissors today.
Well, I feel as if you got a bit of the inside scoop.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go for. We haven't heard anything about papers or rocks today. Nothing at all. They've been quite quiet, but they might be holding their cards close to their chest. So
yeah. I mean, we've seen
scissors might be all mouth in it.
Yeah. We've seen up and down performances with rocks. Some of them have been mountainous, some of them have been cavernous. But we'll just have to see how it goes. And with regards to papers' performance, we'll just have to say if they're bringing an A5 or an A3 game today or A1. Who knows? Let's go. Who are we guessing for, by the way?
No, we go scissors because you got the inside scoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scissors have started off strong here.
They have.
Look at them snipping away.
Oh, rocks are just demolishing.
Scissors are on the back foot. Scissors are out.
Oh, demolishing. And then paper came out of nowhere.
Paper came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. Oh man,
I still don't understand this game, but I quite like it.
Yeah, even though, you know what? Let's do one more. With slightly less because that was over too quick. I feel like it was over too quick. 0.5. I think this would be something that. All right, cool. All right, Sean.
All right. This music reminds me of a.
Sounds like Wii music. All right.
All right, we're trying to be.
I think we go.
Right, we've only got 40 of each this time, so we should and we slowed it down, so we should have a better idea of what's actually going on. We're going scissors.
Scissors have started off strong already, dominating. Rocks on the back foot.
Rocks are definitely on the back foot.
As you can see, they're singling in at the bottom right. Look at that! Oh, that pincer movement there. And look,
it's
the rocks are moving towards.
It's quite even now.
Rocks are moving to. Papers are down though. Oh, even again.
Come on, sis.
There's a little connection at the top of the screen. There's a little connection between paper and rocks there. It's what's gonna happen here?
All of the scissors just got absolutely annihilated within.
Okay, right. Scissors are out of the game. It's between. Paper came through, slicing through. Man, a real A1 performance from paper there. There we go.
That was rock, paper, scissors, sim.
I I reckon there's
And
some
this
work to be
gives-
done on,
you know what
on
it
my
does?
commentary there.
This gives you a slight insight into the inside of Marcus's brain.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? That I find that amazing. I think we should bring back that with some commentary. I don't know, how do we make ourselves sound more? You got to hold your back. And as you can see there, a snooker type of commentary is better for it. Is it better for football commentary?
I think it would be horse racing, wouldn't it? And the road's coming down the other side. We're going to turn. You know, we'd be one of them ones, wouldn't it? It would be them ones.
Okay, all right. We'll defo do that then. All right, Sean, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today because we've got punishment coming up. If you want to get your jokes read out, send them to jokes@howtokillanhour.com. That's jokes@howtokillanhour.com. We have some absolute stonkers in the bag, as per usual. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. We will be with you soon. Make sure you check out the Killer Bits as well. I think there's some great TV in there. Blood Diamond, though.
If anyone hasn't seen it, please go and watch it. You will not be disappointed. I promise you that.
Watch it before any of the other recommendations on today's show, because I don't think I want to end a session of watching TV with that, because it's a strong one. It's a good one.
It's a strong one. There might be a tear or two shed at the end.